Samantha from JSMR Tutorials here, and today I'm going to show you a time-lapse process for me making a texture stamp from polymer clay. And this is scrap polymer clay rolled out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine, and I just want to show you one of the texture stamp ideas I've had. So I'm going to start off with what I want the size of the texture stamp to be. And I'm just going to trace a line to indicate where I need to be working. Then I am going to take these little circles and I'm just going to make very light imprints, and this is also going to indicate whereabouts I need to work. And this texture is going to kind of be like my frozen fractures texture stamp, but with lots of little kind of fractals. And that's why I'm using the circles, so that I have a center point to work with. And so I'll just pop them in. Again, make sure that you're only pressing lightly. And yeah. And that should work. And I've got a little piercing tool, and what I would advise doing is just kind of creating a hole roughly in the center of those circles, just so that you have a center point to work with. And I'm not too worried about it being exact. This is just to give me an idea, because I'm not sure about you, but working with a completely blank slate I find quite difficult, and so I need to give myself a general idea of what I am doing. Then once you've done that, start from that point and form a cross. Then go and form another 4 lines in that. That way you end up with something that is even. And then you'll go in and add another bunch of lines in there, and you can actually extend those out a bit. And then from that point you can be a little more random about the placement of the lines, because it's supposed to be organic. But I did want a little bit of structure, and that's what I would do for all of them. Okay, and that is essentially the start of the piece. This is the base. Then what I will do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to make it a lot more organic by just going into each of these sections and just popping through these lines in a much less accurate way, just where they're kind of overlapping each other. And just this is where you kind of go way more organic and just kind of have fun with it. Before, that's the setup, so that you have somewhat of a structure, but ultimately I don't want it to look all geometric and such, so I'll then go through and start doing this. And then repeat that for all of these little pieces. And as for these open areas, make the streaks go out into those areas, and then they'll start to just kind of overlap onto each other, which is something that I want. There we go. That's how it should look when it's done. And it kind of reminds me of coral or even fireworks at this point. I'm quite happy with how it looks. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab some water, and this is just going to be to smooth the texture out. Just going to pop a whole lot on there, because sometimes the clay crackles a little and it can be just something that I don't want. So I will splash that around, getting it all over. Then grab a brush and just go over each of these and brush in the general direction of the pattern, and this should just smooth out any minor imperfections. Okay, then just grab anything you have available to just kind of dry up that excess moisture. Doesn't need to be all gone, just most of it. Okay, then pick up your texture and just give it a bit of a stretch, and this will open up the texture a little bit. And just keep an eye out for cracks while you're doing this. I'll just check the back, make sure there's no cracks showing up. But this will just open up the texture and make it better in general. Okay, and then that should work. Then you're going to grab whatever you're going to use as a template, and that's what you're going to use to cut out your texture. There we go. It's quite a thick piece of clay, so I might need to cut that a bit more. No, that came out well. And there we go. That's your texture stamp. You would then bake that for a full hour at Primo's recommended temperature. That at least is the scrap clay that I'm using. Bake it at whatever temperature your clay is. And then you've got a really cool handmade texture. Okay, and here it is out of the oven. And it should be slightly flexible but still firm to the touch. I've brushed cornstarch over the top, and I've also prepared a piece of black polymer clay, and I'm going to brush cornstarch over that too. So stay with me for a moment. There we go. I'm going to dust it generously because this is quite a detailed texture and I don't want to get the clay stuck in it. Give it a good dust over. Okay, and I'm going to place this in and I'm going to give it a good roll. Like so. Just give it a good pass and then I'll go through the other way. Okay, and that should do. And lift that out and it comes out quite easily. There we go. And there you should be able to see the texture. And I'm going to highlight that so that you can see it better. And to highlight it, all I'm going to do is just grab some white acrylic paint, pop a little bit down, and I can just use my finger to do that. Just pop a little bit on and then just tap over the surface, and that does a really good job of highlighting it. And of course you can use this texture for a multitude of different things, such as kumegane, mica shifts, textures, lots of different ways that you can do it, but this is the best way I can show it to you without going into a lengthy excursion. And you can see it really is a nice texture. Let me know if you'll be giving this texture a try out and making one for yourself. I made quite a large texture stamp here, but you could make a smaller one if you wanted to. But yeah, it looks quite nice. And this texture is going to be going up on the Etsy store. There will be a link in the description below to that. There's going to be a polymer clay version and a silicone version. I'll have links in the description below. But of course, feel free to make one yourself. It's really not too tricky, and the results are most definitely worth it. Let me just show you that. Really quite a nice kind of fractally texture. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today's tutorial. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.